Hello, 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 and welcome to the Cup TV, the currently unnamed podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Purr. And what I do have always is my cup mug. And you can get you one at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below. And if you look to the right of the screen, there is a QR code. You can scan it, it'll take you right to the shop. And you can get your merch, do all the things, leave me a cute message, favorite the shop, do all that. And then we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. So get your cup merch and thank you.
Thank you. Coucou, bonsoir tout le monde. It's me, Misha, your Persian correspondent. And just like in the spirit of tea and infusing very random and weird stuff, just as this episode did to all of us, and to be in particular our special guest, I'm drinking a cucumber, raspberry, and mint infusion. Yeah, all at once. It
Now
would
that
be
is
handy in the morning if I drank alcohol, but I don't drink alcohol ever, and it's like 11 basically in PM too.
that might be the weirdest combination you've had on this
Yeah, so
podcast,
far.
I think, so far.
I was
Okay.
preparing myself mentally for our special guest.
No, Misha, I need you to be real. You ain't even know about our special guest because I didn't tell you about our special guest because I wanted to surprise you. I didn't surprise you last week with Jeffrey, but I wanted to surprise you this week, so I didn't tell you. But y'all see who it is. Y'all know who it is. If you watch Project Runway, you absolutely know who it is. Needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give it to him anyway because he is fabulous. He is a great designer. It is B, everybody. I'm so excited to have you
Hi
here.
guys, and this is my tea. I'm drinking a McDonald's tea because I'm loving it. And then I added some creamer, so it's like a how do I say this? It's like the cheaper version of a boba tea. You know what I mean?
Period. Period. It's
I'm here to spill all the tea. Let's get to it.
yes.
Even if it's
We
boba tea with
love-
small bubbles, it's
oh,
still good.
oh, I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. I just don't know if this is my life. What is happening right now? If we had Jeffrey and then B was like, I love that. Y'all had him. And I'm like, yeah, and we can have you too. And he was like, yes. And I was like, I'm dead. I can't. I'm so welcome to the show, B. Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
show. It's so
Thank you.
it's amazing. We're gonna talk about it. Let me breeze through this intro. Y'all know what to do. Follow, subscribe, do all the things. Hit the buttons and things that say you support us because we appreciate the support. And follow all the other channels in the Cup Network. Is all of the descriptions are in the description below, in the links and all that stuff. Our audio podcast links, our Patreon, all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And the Cup TV's Instagram is at thecup.tv. So definitely check that out. Our schedule is up, so you know everything that's happening, when the videos come out, when we're going live. So check all that out. I really want to just get past this intro because I want to talk to B about this great, crazy journey you're on,
Yeah,
watching back of
Yeah.
what you already did. It was
Yeah.
how is it watching it back and seeing all the things that went on?
It is so weird, like essentially I am, I guess, a nobody.
Mhm.
Like, I worked in the industry for a few years now after college.
Mhm.
So like I know the industry, but as like an insider, like
Right.
now, like the world is like know me.
Yeah,
It's so weird. It's so bizarre. Yeah,
I can imagine just going from like just regularly doing your job, doing what you do, what you love,
yeah.
and no, and a few people you get, like you said, a few people know who you are because they want you to do design. Now everybody knows who you are. It's like, and you're so good at what you do, so you definitely deserve everybody knowing who you are.
I I appreciate that. I mean, like, I spent so much time in my career so far, like honing in my skills,
Hmm.
like I want to be the best at what I do. Because like I don't know, but like I switched from science to fashion, like
Okay.
in life. And then so, for me to switch is a big deal. I
Yeah.
have to be good. Otherwise, what is the point to switch?
Right.
Yeah.
It, it's that's
What was the science
amazing.
you were doing before?
So I was doing pre-dental. So
Oh.
like yeah, so I was there for like 6 years actually, studying like biology, chemistry, and then a minor in Spanish. I know it's random, but
Hmm.
yeah. So that's what I did for a long time, and then I was like, do I love that?
Hmm.
I studied for like the DATs, like for like to go to like grad school. I
Hmm.
applied and everything, and then I just stopped. I just stopped. I just don't respond to anything anymore. I was like, I had to change because this is not what I want to do. So I changed. You know,
So, what got you into fashion? How did you decide to go from science to fashion design?
it is a it's a funny story actually. Like when I was in high school, I for my last year in my senior year, I had a free period, and so I was like, "What do I do with my free period?" And like any normal kid would like, "Oh, I can have a free period." I'm like, "No, not me. I'm Asian. I have to."
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
I gotta fill it up. And then I asked my art teacher. She's like, "Oh, we have this like fashion design class." I was like, "That's interesting," you know.
Hmm.
And so I'm like, "Sure, I'll take it." And get this, before that, I was wearing like oversized hoodies and oversized jeans, like any normal teenagers.
Right.
Yeah. And then immediately it opened up my mind to like this whole new world of like, oh, it can be more than just that. You know,
Hmm.
in from a small town in Oregon is where I came from. Um, and then after that, I asked my parents if I can study like fashion immediately, but they go, you can study anything you want, but can you make money out of that? And then
Yeah.
so, again, being Asian, I
Asian. It happens.
being a good boy, so then I
Mhm.
follow their plan for me, I guess. But I don't regret that though, because like when you study science, you learn how to like look at different angles, like learn how to like open up, do like research, to like really like and don't just
Yeah.
you need to know more.
Right.
So that's really helpful actually to me in fashion. Like if you only design what you know, then it's very limited. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing to go with science because science and fashion could go hand in hand if you think about it. Like, it's a lot of like I said, research and elements and different put things together to make something else happen. So I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
That's oh,
So cool, yeah, absolutely. And also, I mean, I feel such a kindred spirit because I was studying biology, but then all I ever worked in was BBC and like the journalism. And then I came here to Paris to completely change my life, like write a book in French and basically my third/fourth language. So it's kind of
Amazing.
that's
Amazing.
amazing.
Like, I as I get older, I do believe like whatever is meant for you, like that you will get there at some point, like younger or older or whatever, like if you listen to it, you will arrive to that point, so yeah. So and now I'm a fashion designer, poor and hungry, so it's
I'm sure you're gonna
I
be rich and famous
I
afterwards because there is like, of course, it's like such a saturated market as it's like everybody is, and especially on Project Runway. But you, I think, having such a unique perspective and especially your skills, because oh my God, we're gonna talk a lot about this in this episode in particular. But I mean, your speed, just how
your
how
speed is
crafty you are
crazy.
with your hands, is phenomenal.
thank you.
And also, yeah, just like obviously leaving a message from a keyboard dress, bitch, please. I mean,
I just feel like your speed is something to definitely admire because I know I was telling you before we started the way you had when that episode where you had to pleat all those little things together. And Christian was like, "Are you gonna have time to do that?" You were like, "Oh, I have time. I'm fast." And literally, you were like, "I can do it in 10 minutes." And he was like, "Say what? 10 minutes?" He was like, "You need to not be here and come work for me because 10 minutes is crazy." And what did you do? You did it in 10 minutes. I was like, "This is nuts." I could only admire your skills.
Thank you. Like it was the first challenge that we actually make something in the workroom.
Hmm.
So like I was like, I had to pull out all of my stops, right? So like yeah, like it was crazy. I didn't I was like, and like when you knew you tend to like talk to other people, I was like, no, don't talk to me. I was in the back. So I was like, leave me alone. So I just did my own thing, to finish it. And
Hmm.
what? And like I have a beef about the show with
Ooh,
that challenge. Let me tell you, okay?
okay.
Besides the pants length, I get it. But hold on though. There are working girls who want
Ooh.
that length. They have to run around town and like doing things. They can't just like have pants like dragging on the floor. That makes no sense. Hello? It's dirty out there. Anyways, Law, like not always out on the red carpet, like posing, okay? You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
just like
I,
so
I personally like the length of the pants, so I
Yeah,
mean,
so no problem. They could
I
even
like
breed
the
us.
look. Yeah, I thought it
I
was
like the
so
look
good.
too. Look, me, I said it and I said on this podcast and I will say it to your face. I feel like some of the critiques that you got for some of the outfits, I was like, what do you mean? Like the when you did the black pants and the tank top, I was like, that's that's a great look. And when Long said, "Well, it's simple, and if you took this off and you took this off, it'll be a new outfit," I was like, "Well, duh. What you mean?
Exactly.
Exactly. If
It
you
was
took that
Willie.
off and
Yeah,
took that off, it's a new outfit."
it was Willie. Yeah, I know. I
Oh,
like
Willie, yeah,
yeah,
Willie,
and I respect Willie so much as a designer. He's a great designer. Like
yes.
amazing. Like amazing, amazing. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, she could be naked, I guess, and you take it all off.
I'm like, okay, so if I take if you put on the jacket and put on and change the pants to a skirt, it's a new outfit. So, but
Absolutely,
Thank
yeah.
the
you.
outfit was
Yeah,
still good though.
yeah, and and like people, like I think maybe in the episode, you guys like maybe the audience did not understand the brief, like of the challenge,
Hmm.
literally to make an going out on the town at night
Mhm.
outfit. You're not going on like you're not doing the red carpet. That's
Nope.
later, obviously.
Hmm.
You're not going on stage. You literally just go out to have
Just
fun
go
with your
out.
friends.
Right. That's an
That's
everyday outfit that you can put on and be like looking good and stylish.
and that was a challenge. And like like and I said this on stage, but it didn't make it. I was like for my girls, my designs, right? My girls are not loud, but when they
Mhm.
walk into a room, everybody will look at her, okay, and ask who is
Exactly.
she.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Mhm.
that's how I design. So
Yeah, but also
Okay.
it was such a phenomenal look, and also it was kind of a bummer not to get you in the top two that episode because of the fight between
I know,
Law and Jose. Yeah, because
and
saying is
yeah.
it was such a weird critique to have. Oh, as you see, you can decide, so you're not the top two.
I
No
know,
idea.
I know,
Yes.
and Brian, Brian is Brian,
Brian's Brian. Hmm.
and I was like the whole time I was like, are we really? Am I in this right now? Like, am I hallucinating? Like, I know I'm tired, but like, are we comparing mine and you know what?
That's what I said. Babe,
You know
y'all go
what?
back and watch that episode of us on this
Absolutely.
podcast talking about that because baby, we said I was like, how was the even comparison even happening right now? What are we doing? Project Runway, I've watched you for 22 seasons. What are we doing right now? Because I think you've lost the plot. We are
This is
looking for great designs and
this is one of the most roller coaster seasons ever, I think, even by Project Runway standards. But also, I get it, under stress and duress, you can get a tunnel vision. And Brian's tunnel vision for like the past three episodes was that he was creating his letters collection. And so, I mean,
well,
I
you
listen. I do feel bad that I started the salad gate.
yes.
Okay, I
baby.
do feel bad. Like I, you know, as in the episode, you see me like laughing at first and saying it. I was like, before I even opened my mouth to say it, I was like, "B, are you sure? Like,
Mhm.
you don't want to start this? Like it's not nice." And then I see it again. I was like, "Oh my god, Ryan,
But
this
it
is."
did. You just
So
said what you saw. It looked like a
I
lettuce.
I started that like yeah, it's awful. I know I'm so bad. I know.
I mean,
Well,
maybe
I
not
mean,
at
you're
all.
honest. You're honest. I can't. You
Yes,
can't help
I think
being
it's great,
honest.
actually.
Bec- but let's get into this episode
Okay,
because this episode
of course.
was it was good. It was wild. We look. We didn't have any cliffhangers from last week. We knew who went home. We didn't have to start off with who's gonna win, who's gonna go home. So we knew. And so this episode started off with y'all the runway, and Heidi is coming out, and she's and with Christian, and they're telling y'all that this challenge is going to be a big one. It's going to be good. And we have some guests coming. And lo and behold, it is some of the cast of season 21. And I was like, oh, oh, all right, period. First of all, thank y'all for bringing Miss Joan back because Miss Joan
Yes.
is everything.
She is so lovely.
She is. I can
So,
imagine.
so, 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 so lovely. Oh,
I, I can
I,
imagine. I love her. I
yeah.
loved her since last season. I was like,
Mhm.
thank y'all for bringing Miss Joan back because I felt like y'all played in her face last season and I didn't like it.
Mhm.
And then I'm mad because I'm gonna skip ahead because y'all sit there and brought her back to play in her face again this season. I'm mad. I'm mad. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But ooh, I was mad about that. I was like, don't play in Miss Jones' face. Not my Miss Jones. My Miss Jones? Okay, y'all
Yeah.
playing. But we had Miss Joan back. We had Melania back. We had Houston back. We had Utica back. And of course, we had the twins back, Antonio and Jesus. We could not have the twins back, apparently. And I was like, okay. And it was a little weird for Joseph McCray to be like, oh, well, half of these people voted me out last season. And now I'm sitting next to most of these people who said I'm the weakest in this season. I, hmm,
But
that's
also,
weird.
mhm,
That's awful. And I was like, you know,
to
I kind of
piggyback.
lived. I'm gonna be honest. I lived for Joseph McCray's pettiness this episode. I did. I did. I lived for his pettiness. I was like, I would have been just that petty. All y'all called me weak. I'm not helping anybody. I would have been that. I would have been that. But I did.
Yeah, to piggyback of what you said, Lana. Sorry, just like not to interrupt you. I had this thought exactly for that moment because there were six people from season 21 coming to your top seven.
Mhm.
So I, given Joseph's confessionals and his behavior later on in the workroom in the atelier, I assumed that he's going to be like sort of double agent because he's a bridge of two seasons. So there's going to be 6 versus 6, and he's going to be in between the odd one out because we had 13 people, not like pairs. We had like so Joseph was literally the double agent of sorts, but it
You
didn't
know,
happen.
I know what you're saying, Misha. Like, like I understand that, but maybe like also you look at it like in this way, right? Joseph, he he was alone by himself
Mhm.
for most of the episode.
Mhm.
And I totally understand why, like completely understand why, for him to not trust us anymore.
Right.
So I get that. So like that's why I didn't say too much about like where is Joseph, like why is he not with us. I'm like, you know what, let him be, because I understand.
Mhm.
So yeah, like I understand that. So yeah, so like so technically, is it six, I guess seven, or is it six and then one, so
Right. Six, six, six,
six, seven.
7, or 6, 6, and 1. I Yeah, it was. I thought I was like, I'm not really that upset with him for being that way because I get it. Like you said, I understand. Because if I was just called the weakest by this cast, and then my old cast comes in, and most of them voted me out at this same challenge. Oh, I'm not trusting none of y'all. I'm just
Yeah,
like, I don't trust
I know.
none of y'all. But
Trust me. Like we were, you know, after we said all that on the runway,
Mm-hmm.
what they didn't show you guys is like we actually tell the judges like more stuff about why we said that, and
Mm-hmm.
it's completely 1000% not about his personality. At least
Mm-hmm.
for me. For
Mm-hmm.
me, it's not that at all. By the way, like every morning in our hotel, we like he's like, "Hi, B," like, "Hi, just McCray," like we hug each other. We like in the car ride to the studio, we joke about things, we say things. So like, it's definitely not his personality. And I actually like when he's like, it's the Jim's great, it's the show,
It's
it's my
just a
show."
great show. Yeah.
I'm like, it's genius, Jim. Like, I told him like, McCray, you are a genius. That is, I'm not sure if it's him or his persona or whatever it is, it's genius. Like, you have to repeat things over and over again for the audience to understand that, it is
Mm-hmm.
my show. So like, yeah, like I think it's honestly it's a great like marketing
Marketing.
tool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's great marketing because now you can't not just call him Joseph anymore. If you're talking about Joseph McCray, you got to say Joseph McCray, and
exactly.
everybody knows to say Joseph McCray, and that is genius. That
I,
is
I agree with you. I agree with you. And that's why my name is not just B, it's BH. Exactly. You know what I mean?
period.
I'm telling you, like, it's so vulgar, but how can I get people to remember me? B is short for bitch. Exactly.
Period.
So yeah.
And look, you got to do what you got to do. But it was interesting, and then we saw that the runway was the unconventional challenge that I just was like, I'm
Our favorite.
excited.
Yeah.
I love an unconventional challenge. If anybody watch this podcast and know me, I love an unconventional challenge because I feel like that is the most creative the designers could be put on this show. Like y'all work with fabric all the time, so it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that. You can do that in your sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
But when you can take something that's not supposed to be on clothes and you can turn it into something,
Yeah.
oh, I just melt for it. I live for unconventional challenges. Like if I could see a whole season of unconventional challenges and would not be mad at it. Would
You,
not be mad at it.
you imagine? Oh,
Could
That
you?
would
oh,
be
I would love that. I mean, saying that though, I no, I mean, one or two, but like for me to do every time, I would die. 'Cause, like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
I, I
time.
wouldn't I wouldn't I wouldn't put it on y'all and the designers to do every challenge, but at least two. At
I
least
agree.
two.
I
So
mean, this season
we
essentially
got to.
we
you
have to.
got two, the paper towels, and then this one. I loved it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
those are my favorite two challenges so far in this game. Has been the paper towel challenge, and then this unconventional has been my
Yeah.
favorite episodes.
And it's not just like about the material, it's about the production value as well.
Hmm.
For the paper towel, like we went to like a warehouse for like, the show. It looks so cool. It's like a movie,
Yes.
it's like a movie. Like it looks so expensive.
Yes.
And so like for this one, you have six more people from like it just like it keep upping. It's like games. So that's
Hmm.
amazing. So yeah. Yeah.
It was great. And so we see everybody get grabbed. You had 10 minutes to grab your materials. These tech is all about technology, and you had to grab all this stuff. And season 21 was grabbing everything. And season 22 was like, I'll pick this one and I'll pick that one. Oh, I don't want that one. I'll pick that one. It was like, what is going on? It was night and day.
It was bad. I'm telling you, like we look so inexperienced. Like, okay, me, like I'm fast, like about everything. So I pull a cart around, I just start shoving it into the cart. You know what I mean? Like whatever is left. But like
Hmm.
in my season, everyone's like, oh, I only want like a few of this. A few?
A
You didn't have time
few.
for a few. You just push it into the bag. You know what I mean? Bring the
And
basket.
figure it out later. I don't need this. I don't.
Why would you run back and forth? What? This is not the Amazing Race. Get out of here. It's Project Runway. You grab them. You have 10 minutes, okay? And it's a limited amount of stuff. By the way,
Hmm.
it's not like overwhelming amount of stuff. Like it's limited. It's crazy. I grabbed so much, like a whole cart full, and
Hmm.
my table was at the end, So I lay out all of my stuff on the table. It's like a market. And then my teammates like, oh, I don't have them. Like, here, take the, I gave Naeem the chains to make his outfit.
Mm. Okay.
Yes, I gave Jeffrey the blue wire spool
Hmm.
for him. I gave Anna the cassette tapes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay. So you
basically.
was doing all the shopping
Right.
for
I,
everybody.
I I mean I'm a hoarder, so yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I am, unfortunately. But
Mm.
they gave me a few things, But like, you want to hear one thing? It's really funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I mean, I'm a little petty, but I guess it's funny. I don't know. I don't care. So I grabbed most of the zip ties,
Uh-huh.
because I knew that like they will need, my team will need it, so that I grab it. And
Mhm.
that, I at the time it was like different colors. So I have them like laid out, and then Jeffy comes like, B, I want the blue. I'm like, here it is, like just like a market. And
Mhm.
then the other team needed some too. And then, B, can I have some? And I was like, well, you're not in my team. So it's like, do I give it to you? And then like I needed the white zip ties, but there was like
Mhm.
almost like zero. And so I came to production and I go, I will release the colorful zip ties if you get me more white.
You know
And they
what?
did.
Mm,
They
great.
got your
Mm,
whole bucket, like, yay!
I don't mind bargaining for things. I will
absolutely.
look. You, my people, your people. We are like in so many ways because we will bargain for a thing, bargain down.
Yeah, I mean, I want a good deal.
I want
Okay.
a good deal on
Yeah.
it. Like I'll
Mhm.
give you this, but you got to give me that, baby. I love it. I love it. I love every second of that.
That was so funny. Yeah, that was like people go around like, B, release the zip ties. I'm like, not yet. I need to get mine first. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. But oh my gosh, in this workroom, it was chaotic because we had so much. I think this is the first time that we could say on this podcast we not skipping past the workroom stuff because it was so much going on.
Oh,
It
yeah.
it was Joseph McCray was mad and he's sitting over by himself, not working with the team. Um, Jeffrey is trying to take the leads, and so he wants to help everybody with everything that they need. The twins are talking about y'all stealing their style, and people are taking their stuff and taking their ideas and creating their looks. And I'm like, and Brian is giving us bubble wrap realness up in here, and I'm just gonna weave a bunch of bubble wrap together, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
is going on here?
Clearly some tunnel vision happening. But also, yeah, on your point, Lana, I was willing to ask you, B, because the prompt that Heidi gave you was, at least from what we saw, was kind of interesting because it was like, you're like a battle of the seasons, so you're season 21 against season 22, but you don't have to create a cohesive collection, which is
No,
kind of a clusterfuck in a sense, if you think about it, because you kind of have to walk a thin line to be kind of cohesive, but not really cohesive. So what was like your like state of mind walking into it as a team?
We don't trust anything that production says. I'm
mm,
sorry. We
mm,
no, we don't.
mm,
When we sat down to draw together, as you guys saw,
mm-hmm,
we talked about how, like, okay, we each need to be different because they use different materials somehow, right? Like different
mm-hmm,
techniques, and which we did,
yeah,
but also try to make it a little bit more cohesive. You know, like maybe like a color story or whatever it is to. So that way, when we put the lineup together at the end, because they let us choose the lineup, like want to make sure that like it starts somewhere and it ends somewhere, so like that, so like that we try to make it as cohesive as possible. But obviously, like, like throughout the 2 days, like time just flies by, and like a lot of our ideas changed, so like, but I feel like we did pretty good,
I,
you know
I look,
overall. overall,
Overall, look,
overall.
we'll talk about the overall of it all because it's definitely got. I think it was really good. It was interesting, but like I just thought that workroom was so chaotic, and everybody was like the arguments with the twins and Jeffrey, and it gave me flashbacks of last season where I was like, oh God, this is why I did not. I had a love hate relationship with the twins. Sometimes I was like, oh, okay, I like their design. I like this what Jesus did. Oh, Antonio, you finally stepped it up. But then I remember the process of getting to that good design. And we had to listen to them argue and listen to them hate everybody's things and talk about everybody's stuff and how they are trying to take their style. And oh my God, everybody wants to be like me. And I was like, oh no, don't take me back there. I really wanted, and I love that Jeffrey was like, bitch,
Yeah.
please. Like, I'm not taking, like, he was giving them just as much sass as they were giving him. And I was like, I love it because somebody needs to do it. They need to
Right.
get it back. As much as they give it, they need to get it. Because, my God, the twins.
Let me
Oh,
tell you though, Jeffrey does not back down. Okay, let me tell you, not not that sexy pirate. No, ma'am. Okay, no, ma'am. No, he is doing. Oh no.
he is not. Jeffrey did not give them no space. He was like, oh, you're not going to come at me like this. Not like on national TV.
Also, I just love the confessional we get from Joseph of all people, who says, "Actually, Jeffrey could be their third twin." And, and it was so shady from the
Oh
editors to
my
just
god.
slash
It's
them all together.
it's so, and you know, in real life they are friends. So it's like
Mhm.
they are like triplets essentially, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, like when they split the screen up, I was like, he could be their cousin. He could be a brother. I can see it. I can see it. Uh,
The- all three of them are beautiful, so it makes
y-
sense, you know. So
yes. Look, look. We know for personal things. I was like, Jeffrey is a gorgeous person. He's very good looking. I
I
was
know.
like, oh, my goodness.
I swear to God, whose blood, you know? No, I can't say that on TV, but like, I mean, in public, how did he get there? You know what I
Uh,
mean? What kind of deal did he
uh,
make? He
who,
make
what deal with the devil did you make, or your parents made, or somebody made? Because
yeah,
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 he's a good looking man.
yeah.
Good looking man.
Very good looking man. Yeah, yeah.
Very good looking man. But um, we have to get to the Brian of it all
Oh,
because
oh,
first of all, let me just say this story that they were trying to push of you and Brian being mad and the beef of the intern and not the intern. I'm so glad we moved away from that because it was starting to get stale. Like week one, it was stale, and they kept pushing it week two and week three. I was like, it's oh, we don't care. We don't care. We've seen B's work. He's good. If he was an intern, great. If he wasn't, great. I don't care. Brian, it doesn't matter. It
that intern thing, it came out of nowhere. Let me tell you. When I heard that, I was like, and you saw the clip. I was eating. I
it
was like, what are you trying to start now, Brian? Like, what are you doing?
was
And then I thought it ended there. I really thought it did. And then it happened again. I'm like, oh no.
this is what we're pushing. It was so annoying. But I'm very glad that ended because Brian has immunity this week. And so Brian is like, he still wants to try. He's gonna try. He had this bubble wrap idea that he was going to bring forth. And everybody on the team was like, mm, you're weaving bubble wrap. Maybe you should change it up a little bit, add some. And he was like, since I have immunity, I'll change it because that the team is saying they don't feel it. I'm gonna change it for the team, which is fine, and it's good because he's like has nothing to lose at this point. It's like you have immunity, so you're not going to go home. So change it up and try to do something different, better. And he did try to do something different, or was it different? Because
Well, it was different from the original concept. Was it different for the good reason? Don't know. And especially given that the sharks, I mean the twins, were also attacking him as well for copying allegedly everything is alleged there. Look,
I mean, it
while they
says it
were
downstairs on the screen. It's alleged.
yeah,
It's
well they were
alleged.
done with Jeffrey and with Jude. We also forgot this was
Yeah, because
also a
Jude was
jab with
also
Jude as well.
copying Utica
Jude was
style.
they called him what did they call him? Straight boys copying us. So he's like, oh my god, everybody's copying you, Jesus. Like everybody in the universe, planets Mars, like and further away, they're copying you as
It's
well.
it's
Like
so
Saturn is copying you with the
ridiculous.
ring, so yeah.
It's so ridiculous because I'm like, okay, now I can see where he would think Brian maybe got the idea with the wires for him. Okay, sure. Jeffrey, come on, y'all just using the same materials. It's not the same thing. You just using the same materials, and y'all all had to pick from the same materials. So, and then Jude copying Utica. I was like, y'all, they used the same material. That doesn't mean he's copying his style. He just had the same. Come on, I really needed them to grow up. I was like, grow up,
That's
man.
that's so funny. Like when this happened, I was focusing on shucking my keys. Okay,
Yes.
let me tell you now. I had to do like hundreds of them. So I zoned out. I did not know that they were fighting. I was like, but then like watching back, I'm like, I remember like Jude, for example, he started to use that material like since like minute one.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately he made the top and the
Mm-hmm.
sleeves, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in the materials, and then I was next to Utica in the sewing room,
Mm-hmm.
and she made like the corset immediately in the same material. I'm like, oh, cool, like they're using the same material, and so like it just again we use the same material, but like one is a corset and one is a sleeve. It's not
It's
like
not
the
the
same thing.
same. It
Like,
was never the same.
and we had to make a fabric out of these materials. And how would you do that? You just sew things together,
Right.
you tie it together, you sew it together, so all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And if you watch like the sketch for Jeffrey, like like kind of like
Mhm.
they showed the sketch, at the beginning, he actually sketched that first. And then he switched to the like the shiny jacket
Yeah.
dress thing, but that did not work out. So then he went back.
His original idea.
Yeah, so it's not, he didn't copy.
It's not a copy. I looked at it, I was like, it's not
I
they're
know,
not copying you. They just using
no,
the same materials as you.
yeah,
It's okay.
I know. And okay, y'all are gonna be shocked when I say this. Okay, I'm gonna say a few nice things about Brian.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
let's do it. To me, it's like he is a hard worker in the workroom.
Hmm.
You know, he's always doing something. Now, is that efficient? I don't know, but he's
Hmm.
but he's not just sitting there like chit chatting.
Right.
And then he is, same thing for the NFL. He is a team player.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
always. If you want to do like a if we call the team together to talk, to discuss, to change things, he always put things down and he go and then he talks to
Hmm.
to us. So yeah, like he's a team player for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, we saw the team player because, like I said, when he was doing his original idea, and y'all were like, "Oh, I just don't think it's gonna work," he quickly was like, "Okay, let me pivot and change it up and do something different." So I'm not going, knock him for that because he is definitely a team player,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he wants to make everybody better. So I like that
yeah,
about him.
yeah,
Now, this episode just wasn't his episode. It just wasn't because honestly, I
Oh,
just no,
yeah,
yeah,
this was a
no.
specific. And even speaking of
Especially,
player, yeah.
especially because of how it ended up before the work runway, and I have an issue with designers not knowing how to design for curvier women. I feel like if that is what you're going to do, if you're going to be a designer, you have to know everybody in this world is not a size 2 or a size 0. And if you're going to be a designer for everyday women, like you want to have your stuff ready to wear, you have to be able to design for everyday women.
You must.
You must. It's a must. But to see him taping lyrics
Lyrics.
into this dress had me cringing out of my soul. As a bigger woman, I would be so disappointed if I was going to be a model for someone and they didn't know what to do with it and they taped me into a dress and then put a heavy piece of thing on top. I would have been, she was miserable. We saw it on her face on the runway. We saw it on her face in the workroom. It was horrible that I don't feel like anybody should have to go through that. That was my one thing. I was so like, I can't deal with that.
Not only that, but Lyra is literally the first time ever she said it in all her seasons, and I think it's the first time ever any model said this. She literally said it, make it work, it just doesn't look good on me, literally to him while fitting. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was
I
rough.
know. Okay, I have a few things to say about this topic. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, 'cause I know Brian for years now. Like in his past works, he did study how to do like macrame, so
Mm-hmm.
like tying knots on using strings together. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that is something that he studied in the past, so that he knows it. I'm not sure if he does it often, but he definitely study it, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To the plus size model, I completely agree with you. Like as designers, like we have to, you can't exclude people. That's insane. So like you had to learn how to, and it's not just making clothes for plus size, it's designing that will accentuate, you know,
Yes.
different body types. For plus size, that is so important. Like, the same style line cannot be for a size 0 and a size 30. Like it can't, it can't. So but however, right, unfortunately, maybe because I'm not as like skilled, but like for me to make like plus size clothing, it takes time to
Mm-hmm.
perfect it. You know what I mean? Each person is different. The cup size different. How full it is.
Mm-hmm.
So like it takes time, right? But believe it or not, 2 days is not a lot.
No, it's not. It's
and
not.
and it's not even 2 days, right? It's only 10 and a half hours a day, so it's only 21 hours plus another two for hair and makeup, whatever it is,
Right.
and it's not a lot of time.
No.
So but saying that though, there is no excuse to tape a model, whether it's plus size or like sample size or
Mm-hmm.
like curvy. So yeah, none of that is not like that is not essential in but by any standard. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that was my only gripe with that. But I was like, I understand, like you said, the timing issues and the time constraint is a lot. So I can understand maybe some things not working out the way you want it to work out.
Mm.
But I was just like the taping of, because I could imagine like my boobs would be, I could not. You cannot tape me up. I can't breathe. Ugh. I,
I was shocked.
oh,
My model and we
mhm.
were, yeah, we were like flabbergasted. We're just like,
Yeah.
what is going on? And we were busy on our dress still. So I was like, okay, like, but it was so disheartening. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was crazy, but
Mm.
we did have some runways, and I want to get to that. I want to get to the
Okay,
runway because
okay.
I did you have something else, Misha,
No,
before we
I
got to the
was
runway?
just wrong. I think it's
Well, then let's do it. Let's get to the
all
runway
13
because
looks. Yeah.
it. So we're gonna start with season 22,
The best one, yes.
the House of 22, and I'm honestly thinking we're starting with the best one.
Oh no.
Oh,
Who is that? That's crazy.
I
Wow, he or she is
mean,
so good. I can't believe it.
this was
yes,
honestly
please.
like I
Wow.
had a favorite two, a top two for me, and it was like like one and two are here, three is down here. Like it was no denying what the this was one of my favorite looks. This was my favorite look of the runway. I thought this was so beautiful. It's the black dress that every woman would want. And to know it was made of keys and zip ties, and it really looks like some kind of like snake skin or crocodile skin, or it looks so good. And for this to be, I love unconventional challenges just for this reason. It is so creative. And that those like Law said, those zip ties look like feathers. They moved. It wasn't stiff, like it wasn't like she was walking like a robot. It was everything you wanted in an unconventional challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like mind-blowingly good. Also, my favorite look of the week, to be honest with you, because it's just like so. Yeah, it's fluid. Or the best thing for me was it wasn't like something a cage on her, basically. Especially having discussed the tape gate of it all. It's like it felt free and somehow very attached to her body, like showing her in the best way possible. So this is a very thin line to walk through, and I mean, just kudos to you. It's like so beautiful inside, outside, in
You
every
made it.
aspect.
You made it fit like a glove on her, which is crazy to be unconventional. Oh, it's just so good.
I have watched the shows for 21 years, right?
Hmm.
Um, I have studied this challenge for a long time.
Mm.
Like, 4 years, I would pretend I'm on the show and say, like, how can I do it? Like my way, but do it so good, right? And the one thing that I've learned, and as we were sketching as a team, I tell them, like, you guys, I don't know much about like your styles or whatnot, right? But what I know is this challenge. Even though I've
Mhm.
never done it before, what I know is this: you have to disguise your material in a way where you can fool the judges at
Mhm.
first, at first glance, right? And how you do that? Repeats, small repeats over and over and over again to create, like, this texture, this like fabric, like, like,
Yeah.
or like leather, like, or like
Yeah.
in my case, and so, like, the keys took a long time, and people thought I was crazy because it was so much work, by the way, like,
Mhm.
to pick out each key, and then I had to clip the back of each key because it's like sticks out and it would
Mhm.
not be flushed to the dress. So I spent hours. My whole first day was just to pick out keys, Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It, like, I use every keyboard that is available to me in that same color. You know?
Yeah.
And then I ran out of keys. I was like, oh my God. And thank God, like Anna and Jeffrey, they have these like fan blades, like
Mm.
computer fan blades that they have broken. And so they generously gave it to me. And then I fill up the size, yeah, with the blades.
That's,
I was like, it create like a shape, an illusion,
yeah.
So yeah, yeah. And
That's
then
beautiful.
yeah, and then for the zip tie, to your point, Lana, like, I see the twins and Jeffrey are doing something with zip tie. I was like, no, wait, that is crazy. Like, that is like porcupine like stuff. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like, it's cool, but it's not my style. I
Mhm.
want it to look like real feather, right? You like flipping as she walks. So when you tie it, you gotta tie it like in a certain way so that it's loose.
Mhm.
And like, and then I had to poke hole into the material for it to be loose and like with movement and not stiff. So like, it
Yeah.
was a lot of work. It was a lot of work to like put in those like hundreds of zip tie. It's so much zip tie, yeah. So yeah, and then the lacing in the back is like
Oh, oh,
sexy, sexy.
it's so sexy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It looks like a version of a flapper dress. Like this could have been in the 20s, and this could have been in a flapper dress,
Yeah.
and she would have been the hottest thing in the club in those times. It's just great. It's just
Thank you.
this is great. I could
and
talk
then
about this all day.
and then the little message. Come on.
Yeah,
Yes.
You
Now,
know.
especially
bitch, please come now. Yeah,
Ah,
you had to let him know.
I
yeah.
know, like toward the end of my, critique, I was like, should I tell them? And then I'm like, just do it, babe. I'm like, hi,
Yeah.
so thank you so much for all your, like amazing feedback. Also, I left a cute note on the dress, and they're like, and Heidi's like, what is it? I was like, it says bitch, please. And then,
It's the best. It was the best. Oh, it was the best. I could talk about this all day, but I don't
we
want
need to move on.
to.
We need to move on.
We should.
Yes.
We should.
It's like a cold shower, you know.
I know. It's like ooh, what?
From the best look of the week to arguably the least
Mm,
best. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, and I am always honest on this show. And this is no disrespect to Brian and his designing capabilities. I know he can do better than this. This is my worst look of Project Runway.
Oh,
Period. In
no.
22 seasons, I have never seen a look this bad. And I know he can do better. I know he can, and I know he's a great designer because he wouldn't be on this show if he wasn't a great designer. So I'll give him that. But this, from the color to the fit to the, it just wasn't it. It just wasn't. And he is so lucky he had immunity because
I know.
honestly, a lot of people online are like, they need to revoke his immunity for this.
No, I know.
I've seen that people are like he needs to get his immunity revoked for this because it's just bad. I can't even help it, but I'm not going to say too much. But it was my worst look.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely my worst look as well of the week. Wouldn't say maybe for the entirety of like 22 years,
22
but
seasons it
it's
has been.
going into this for like obvious reasons we already discussed. And yeah, and the way, especially that Brian got snappy with Jesus again on the runway, saying that I actually went to Paris Fashion School for this. And I mean, that's not exactly the look to defend your fashion background with. It just kind of digs your grave bigger in a sense.
And
Some,
law clocked it. You know.
yeah.
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 Sometimes you just need to take your L. I think like Naheem did last week when he was like, I'm sorry, y'all. This
Yeah.
was not my best. This was not. And you just have to take it and to say, you know what? This was not my best. I'm sorry. And you just have to let it go. He's so defensive. That's the one thing I'm like, Brian, you don't have to be defensive all the time about your looks. Sometimes your looks just aren't good. And it's okay to say, I screwed up at this time. We are not perfect people. We don't always get it right. This was one of those things you don't defend. You just be like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to my model. I'm sorry to y'all for having to see this. And I apologize to the viewers for having to watch this. Like, you just take the L. Take the L.
Every designer in the world, in history and now and in the future, we will all go through the stage where we make bad designs.
Yes.
It's a thing. You know, it's a thing. You grow from your mistakes. Just
Yes.
accept it. It's better like that.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
So
unfortunate. It is. But
yeah, yeah. It is so. It's yeah. Out of the
here,
22 season, this is this
it's
is
my worst. I don't think I've seen a look when I'm like this physically upset. Like it physically made me cringe and go upset. I just didn't like it. But
yeah,
we
yeah.
go, we go, we go.
Lyric's face says it all. Yeah.
We gonna move. We gonna move because we don't need to.
Joy.
Joseph McCray.
Oh,
This was my a second. This was my other favorite. I felt like Joseph McCray ate this up, and I think this was him spending that time by himself and not talking to the group and doing just focusing on his work. It paid off
yeah.
because this was so good from the coat to the boots to how he styled it. Everything was so good. I'm saying it now, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't know who won between you and Joseph because I think y'all the
Not
only
yet.
two that was in the thing. But I don't know who won it, and we'll find out next week. But either one of y'all can win it, and I'm gonna be happy with that because both of y'all killed this challenge. This was so good. This coat, oh, I know it was heavy, but I want to try it on. I just want to try it on and see. It's the boots. Give me those boots. Give me the boots off her feet right now. I want them in my collection. This was everything. This was everything.
Yeah.
Mhm. For me, it was also obviously one of my favorite looks of the week, but also it was a very interesting meta theme for Joseph in particular, because I think he was like, okay, I'm seeing twins, I'm seeing Melania, and I didn't get to live to the Wicked for Good top 5 challenge last season, so I'm doing my version of it, like in the green, in the color scheme of Wicked, but with unconventional materials, and it paid off so well. The boots, I freaking adore these boots. I want to try these boots. Lana, you want to try the jacket? I want to try the boots. I
I
want to
want the
try. Yeah,
boots. I
it's
just want to
actually
steal
very
the boots.
it's very interesting. I think it's one of the first, if not the first runway, when we had two models not being able to attend the critiques, both Joseph's and Brian's. But yeah, for reasons that it was so heavy, but the results were so markedly different. I still high key want UB to win because Joseph already had two wins, and yeah, it's just like I think
Yeah,
yeah,
I
this is my number
like.
one. But yeah,
I would
this
love
is
to see it, but I don't mind
I think
because
this is
both of
like
the looks are so good.
neck and neck. This is like one of definitely my, and we'll talk about Nahim's look as well, who was just safe and could have been probably in the top as well for you. But yeah, this was phenomenal.
Yeah. Tell you the truth, at the beginning, when Joseph was weaving the Christmas lights,
Hmm.
I was like, are you kidding me?
Hmm.
What? I did not see his vision.
Me either.
But as soon as he spray painted it and see on the runway and with the necklace, he made that necklace too, by the way. Like, yeah. Because
Oh,
it's the motherboard.
oh,
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I have competition now.
yeah.
You know? Yeah, like it's so effing good. Really,
So
it really is.
good.
It really is. Like, and it's still him.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I
still
mean?
Joseph
It's
McCray.
still him. Like, we don't lose the essence of Jason McCrae, which is amazing. So like, yeah,
Hmm.
I applaud him
Yeah,
for that.
it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah.
Uh, we have Anna's look. You know what? This was good too. It
I,
wasn't my favorite. I like this. I love this top. I like the top. Did not really care for the short, the skirt. The short. I wish she would have made like I think she said it on the post show, like the interview in the chair. She wished she would have made the top and the skirt a full gown. I wish she would have made a full gown too because that would have
mm,
been so good. It would have looked like a shiny, like sequins dress because it's so shiny with that tape stuff. But it would have been a tape material. Oh, it would have been so good. But the cassette purse, I rocks
Mhm.
with it. I rocks with it. I love it. I just wish it was. It was good. It was safe, and I wouldn't send her home for this at all. At
mm,
all.
mm,
And she's not going to hope for this. Yeah, for me, it was also kind of fell somewhere in the middle, maybe like 4 out of 7 people on Team 22. I love the top. I just wish the skirt was like or longer or more maximalist or had like more of this like set vision as well to kind of tie it down because it just a bit chops the model in a very like weird way, but the top is
Hmm.
great, the top is fantastic, and yeah, the cassette purse, I mean, yeah, the concept is
yeah,
so clear, it's just like
yeah,
maybe she ran out of time, and that's
yeah.
understandable, but it's
Yeah,
good.
because she had another design before,
Hmm.
and then she switched like literally like overnight. We were talking, she's like, "B, what should we do?" And then like she came up with this design. I'm like, "That's amazing!" Like, and like, you should change it because this is so good. So she spent all day making the jacket, the top. So, okay, this might y'all might not like this, but I like the skirt.
Oh, I mean that's
let
fine.
let me tell you why. Like, so she break each of the cassette like case apart, punch holes, and then like ring it onto like a hoop, like a skirt. So like, honestly, you are right in a way. Like, this model is gorgeous, but it's not for her body.
Hmm.
you know but for another body, this
Maybe.
skirt kills.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it
Mhm.
was a little bit longer, or I don't
Yes,
know.
I, I see you say, and yeah, like she wanted to do actually
More.
a little behind the scenes, but she wanted to do a color, like a color, like spray paint that or something. But then like she asked me like, B, should I do neon? And I'm like, yes, do brown neon. It's so cute. I don't know. I think it's cute. But then
Mm.
someone told her no. To not
Oh,
Mm,
listen to me
oh,
mm.
about the neon.
well, well.
Guess who? I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say Christian tell her no? Or
No,
somebody else.
his name starts with a B.
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm.
okay.
I got it. I got it.
Okay,
I got it.
we'll move
I got
on.
it.
We'll move on.
I got it.
I don't know why we just okay.
I
But
actually think,
great job, Anna.
yeah,
Great
I loved it.
job.
That
I
purse
liked
is
it.
so cheeky. It is so cheeky.
Yes, the purse is
Adorable.
everything. The purse
Adorable.
made the outfit for me.
Yeah, now that you said it, it's actually gonna be very cool to see the top in maybe the same design as a skirt on a like another model maybe, and
Yeah.
also have it neon like, literally neon like or iridescent, because that's
Oh,
be so cool to have it like, yeah.
exactly. And this is the same thing about like, when it's clear on stage, it is not read well, right? Clear, unclear is clear, So
Oop,
anyway, so yeah.
oop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
didn't
good.
mean to, I didn't mean to
It's
change
all
that while
good.
you were talking. I didn't mean to do that. That was
Moving
for
on. Yes.
I didn't mean to do that at all. I just hit it. Juice look. I like Juice look. I like the bell sleeves on the. This is the one thing I've been asking of Jude this entire season. I wanted to see him do color. I wanted to see him do more color. I'm tired of the grays, tired of the blacks. We know you can tailor a suit really well in grays and blacks, but I want to see you use a print. I want to see you use the color. And this challenge forced him to use more color. Now it is still gray in there, but he used color, and I liked it. This is a outfit that I feel like you could wear to a concert, to a festival of some sort, like on a date. I love a good bell sleeve, so I liked it. The wing sleeves and everything. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good design.
Yeah. Yeah. It's solid. Yeah.
It's solid.
It's very funny you mentioned music festivals, Lana, because I literally noted post Lollapalooza Desert Brunch. Uh, sorry. I really like this look. I actually, yeah, absolutely agreed, because finally, the unconventional materials challenge made Jude step out of his Burberry box. Now, maybe she smells of Burberry perfume, who knows? But
Right.
we don't know that. But finally, we got out of this like UK English private school Burberry bleeding everything. Finally, for Christ's sake, and
Finally.
it paid off, and it paid off greatly. I think it's also, it could have been like on top if you had like ordinary like top 3 or top 4 from your team. He could have been there as well. Yeah,
Absolutely.
good.
When he made these sleeves, I was like, damn, it's so good. It's so sexy. It's different than what he usually makes, right? Like it's like she's not covered. It's
Mm-hmm.
so good. Yeah, so good. I don't understand the skirt though. I gotta say
Yeah.
that part, but I love
Yeah.
the top. It's so good. Yeah, so good. The sleeve, everything is so good.
Yeah. You notice I didn't mention the skirt when
I know.
I didn't mention it at all because I didn't get it. But
We
it's
we just go through it. You know what I
we
mean?
just got we got to cut around it. But it's solid look. It's a solid look, and I can see this girl out and about. So
Maybe she was just at a hippie band on the same festival,
she
She
was at
went to the hippie stages a lot.
she just doing her festival thing, living her
From
best
Phoebe
life.
Bridges to something like 60s revival. I mean,
Right. It's, let's move on to Jeffrey's look. And honestly, I do like Jeffrey's look. I think it was interesting. Is it my favorite Jeffrey look of the season? No. But I do think it's interesting. Um the blue, I like that he used the blue zip ties instead of just going with, one color, or well, I mean not one color, but the white zip ties. I enjoyed that pop of color, that different element. I think this girl looks good. I mean, it's fine. It's nothing spectacular, but it's not bad. It's nothing bad about it. But
mhm. Actually, same for me. I think that, like in your team, we have like bottom one, basically, and we all know who it is. The name starts with B, and we already discussed it way too much. And I don't think that actually like Jeffrey was so bad. Maybe yeah, he was kind of like fifth or sixth of the seven, so we had to put somebody in the bottom. And maybe if the underwear, the undergarments underneath the look under this transparent mesh. I actually don't even know what is made from in the middle because
It's
we
wires.
went. It's all wires. It's all wires. So
It's
I'm
it's,
the
it's, it's a
transparent.
lot of work.
It's
It's so
also
much
yeah.
work. Yeah.
If it was also like maybe teal as these wires
Mhm.
above, maybe the judges would love them more. Maybe like we would love it more collectively. But
Yeah.
I don't hate it like at all. I think
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
solid look actually.
I think because like for the judges, right? As she walks
Mhm.
down the runway, they walk pretty fast. They only have like a glance to take a look at this thing. You know what I mean? So like the eyes didn't know where to focus. I guess that. But to me, it's like now that you have a still
Yeah.
image, right? You see like he has like a shape to her body. She's not shapeless, right? You know what I mean? He has like different elements that going around. Like there are interest in every angle that you look. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like maybe that's why we just think like, oh, it's so chaotic, but in reality, when you still it down, like when you break it down, there are all the elements are there. You know
Mhm.
yeah, the other, and guess what? Even though he used these wires and like normally they're very sharp, he did it in a way where it hurts the model like only like almost like nothing. He bent the wires out. He put it in between the magnets. Like he did so much work to ensure that the model is not in pain. So
I
like
love
that,
that.
because there are other looks that it might look really good, but
But
it's
they hurt.
painful.
Hurts. They hurt.
They hurt
Oh,
so bad, like so bad. So anyway, so yeah, yeah. So yeah,
love that.
I like it. So yeah,
I do too.
yeah.
And then Naheem, look, the MP3 player, I chain MP3 player, whatever. I can't do it. Uh, I like this look. I'm gonna be honest. I did like this look. It was cool. You know what? It fit Naheem style. I
Yes.
think it was purely Naheem style. He does very, very cool streetwear stuff that you just like. If you saw it on the street, you'd be like, "Whoa, who is that? Where you get that from?" And I think this is a perfect example of his style in a unconventional challenge way. These MP3 players and all these chains and all, I think this is a good look. I liked it. I don't know about if most people will agree with me on that, but I liked it. I thought it was really cool.
Lana, I would disagree with you because I didn't like it. I loved it. I actually would
Oh,
put it like if it was a conventional top three from each team, for me it would be like B, Jeffrey, and Name. I
yeah.
actually love this look, and because we had so few like shots segments with Naeem this week, he was basically almost absent from the confessionals, from the workroom, from the entire episode. So I had to pause and like I rewatched the episode twice, so I watched it three times already. But yeah, I had to pause because I actually liked it from the get go, from the very
Yeah.
first time we've seen it on the runway, and I think this is phenomenally good look. I think this is actually more successful than what he's done even on especially previous week. We were not going to talk about this, but he admitted it himself. But it's on par with what he's done with like his winning look.
Yeah.
I think it was so good, and yeah, all the chains looks cool. It looks futuristic. The model herself, she's like feeling the anti-lyris in this moment. She's feeling her
Yeah.
goats. She's like literally stomping the runway. Hope it doesn't hurt though.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah.
I think it's just heavy because the
Heavy.
chains are so heavy, But I don't think it hurt at all. Like I heard no complaints from the model with this look. So but and like when I first saw his sketch, I was like, this is genius. Name.
Mm.
It is so. This is his girl, young and hot, right?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Young and hot, like it's literally that. Cool, young and hot. I think whatever he has said. He's lucky though that like Jeffrey helped him as well. By the way, with like so like with the undergarments, for example.
Mm.
Otherwise, she would be naked. Okay, but
Yeah.
like, but overall, it's a successful look. I
Hmm.
like it.
I
Yeah,
did too.
yeah,
I thought it was so good. I was like, okay, period. Now it just gave you cool. vibes. It's just a cool vibe, and that girl to be a cool girl to walk. Now, uh, even though you will hear her coming from a mile away, but she's still cool.
She's playing music. She's playing music in real life for us to hear, you know? So,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you could have been a DJ like tomorrow. Anyway,
Absolutely. Let's get into this House of 21, season 21, because there was some looks over here too.
mm,
This is Antonio's look.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
here's the thing.
mm.
I did enjoy a little bit, some parts of this look, but I feel like I liked all the wires coming off the body. I'm like, okay, that's cute, that's cool, but it's not a lot of clothes. It's like not much to critique. It's just a lot of things coming off of her body. She looks great. Like this model is always she's one of my favorite models too. She's
Jessica
always
is
fierce.
beautiful,
She's
okay?
beautiful. She's
Jessica is
fierce. She'll
beautiful.
always
I love her. Yeah.
anything she put on, I'm like, yes, yes, queen, yes, God.
She can
But
walk. She can walk.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, she can walk. She is one of those. I'm like, I remember her. I remember her.
Yeah.
For me, it's Lyris and her. I just
Yeah.
remember them so well. And then, but like I do. I don't know if it's a whole lot for me to critique because it's not a lot of clothes. It's not a lot of design, but
Mhm,
the design itself is there, but not a lot of clothes. So
mhm,
it's good. It's good.
mhm, mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
I might say something controversial. I actually think of Team 21. This was my least favorite look, and
Oh.
yeah, sorry. And I think both Mother Joan and Utica has done a better job on their team of all six people. Just like saying, but that said, it's not Brian's look, anyways. It's not that bad. But I see where you're coming from, the designs and like the nakedness. But if you compare the two almost naked looks with like Jeffrey's, I actually think Jeffrey's had much more work than this one, and Jeffrey was like in the bottom. So I actually don't think that. I think Antonio should be standing there instead of either Joan or Utica, because I get they decided to do like two tops and two bottoms from each team, but um, yeah, I like the idea and I like her body, but also Lana's age-old question: is it the body or is it going to be good-looking transposed on anybody else? And
No,
I'm
this does
not.
No.
not
I don't think.
transform to
I don't
nobody other
think.
body.
I don't think at all. But yeah,
No.
the idea is there. It looks cool. It just looks comparatively to everyone else, even in Team 21. If we just like let go of
No.
Team 22 for now and with Team
Yeah.
21 stick with them, I think it's just like maybe the least impactful for me personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do agree. To me, like this is not the top in their team. Sorry, Antonio. I love you. But yeah, like it's too minimal for me, you know. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm a nun, so I feel like this is not nun worthy. not none appropriate.
Cover it all up. Cover it all up.
Come on, you would be one of the most attractive fashion nuns, like period.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
Speaking of jeans,
it just wasn't enough design for me.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, I actually don't understand all the spikes in the head. Um, this is a joke. It's only a joke, but I gotta say, it looks like a virus to me. You know,
But
you know,
it do. Oh, it do.
you know, it
Oh,
has
it
all
do.
the little antennas. You know, I'm like,
it does look like a bacteria
It,
phagus, and you
that
understand
it
bacteria.
that
does.
all the
It does.
most
I
of
was
people.
trying to figure out what it looked like. Oh my God, that is what it is. Oh,
I love you,
thank you.
Antonio. I love you. Don't hate me.
But it did. Unfortunately, it looked like if you look at the bigger picture, just look Antonio. Look at it for a minute, and it does look like a rock. It does. It
No,
does.
only the head part. Only the head
Just the
part.
headpiece. Just the
Because
headpiece.
it's rounded. You know how it is. It looks at the roundness and the spikes and yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We're gonna move on because the virus is dead, and we're gonna go to. This was my favorite one on this team. You chin up. You chin up. You chin. First of all, Eugen got one of the best models for this look. This girl, because this girl, this outfit on this skin is just popping. Oh my, I loved when she turned the corner, when she walked, I was like, oh, I said, 21, 22, 22. Cause Yujin came with the fight. I loved everything about this. The skirt with the thing hanging off the side, the, the whole everything about this look. I want it. I want to put this on. I don't know where I'm gonna wear it. I don't know where I'm gonna be, what event I'm going to wear this, but I'll find one because this is incredible from head to toe. Perfection.
I totally agree. This is one of my absolute favorite, maybe unconventional looks ever. And I also want to fight with you for the jacket, like playfully, because it's also so good.
Oh,
She looks
good.
doing well. And also, for some reason, they look kind of from this girl and Joseph's girl looks kind of from the same planet, you know? Joseph's girl was shedding her motherboard Moss. And this is what we got post Moss. And there is also Carrie Ann Moss and Kate Moss somewhere else on this planet, but we're not going to talk about.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like honestly, I was peeing in my pants. Okay,
oh,
I was like, you can got it.
he,
They got it. Like,
he got it.
they got it. Like you see on one of the shoulders, the antenna is coming out. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
excuse
Oh,
me, excuse me. What? You know, like even though he used like so many motherboards and like fans and whatnot
mm-hmm.
to make the jacket, right? And you know, a lot of time if you do it wrong, it could read as a costume or like too much, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
But he made it in a way where it still look like it's a jacket. It's a
yeah,
jacket that you can see yourself wearing.
yeah.
You know, that's how
Listen,
that's why to me a successful unconventional look is how you make it look like real clothes and not wires or not like bubble wraps. You know what I mean? Like how you do it in a way where it looks like real clothes. That to
right.
me is like that to me is the mark of like a good look for this
It,
challenge.
it was so good. I was like, man, you just finna take this one because, man, this was so good.
Uh-huh. Trust me,
This
I
was,
know.
no, yeah, I would have been peeing my pants too if I was there. I'd be like, you just had to show out, did you? You ain't even had to do that. Oof,
Because
it
yeah,
was so
from
good.
winning his unconventional challenge to then this is like a full redemption from country look from the last two looks
Yeah,
on his season, so it's so good.
yeah, it was so good. I enjoyed this one. You should ate. You should ate.
And he loves a mini skirt. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And this was done well with his jacket, so
I know. I know. Yeah. Ethan.
Ethan. Okay, so here's the thing. There are parts of this look that I'm like, yes, yes. Like I don't mind the neck thing. I think that the little Elizabethan thing is kind of cute. What I liked was this arm piece where he had all the stuff. I was like, oh, oh, that's cool. Where he lost me at was the corset, and then it stopped at the leotard. It was like a swimming suit, and I'm like, you could have made something else. It needed to be a skirt or some pants or like I wanted a little bit more, but it was elements of this dress, this outfit that was like work,
Yeah.
work, work. I like from the arm to the top part, all up, neck up, arm, neck up. I like
Yeah.
neck down, oh, but waist down. Uh.
yeah, I fully agree with you. I think the parts that look like digital dinosaur look the best, including the Elizabethan yeah, choker, including the arm, like everything which looked like, you know, this Pachyllosaurus, but done digitally. I loved. But also, Ethan slash Utica adores to mix, as we've seen both on their season and on Drag Race and with Twink Trash, two different, like very contrasting patterns. And I just agree with you, Lana. I don't think that this underbody, whatever it is, it's a good contrast, because good enough contrast to this digital dinosaur thing, and that's like the only thing which brought it down. So yeah, exactly. There are all the elements which are like spiky. I love, but the dress underneath, and I also don't get what unconventional material was used for this like bodice itself.
So
of
it's the
course.
same material as jutes, right? You know
Mm.
how like in the computer, like they have the type of wires that has like multiple wires that connect together into like a big sheet of wires.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
It's
Got
yeah,
it.
and so like he sewed them all together one by one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could see that in that. You could see the detail in that in the bodice, and I could see it. And so I know it what is that is there, but it's just like it's a little underwhelming next to that
Mhm.
oh,
big digital arm thing and the neck choker. I love those elements. I wish it was just a little bit more of if he was gonna do more something on the bottom. I just didn't like the swimsuit like type deal.
yeah, yeah. To me, this look is actually two looks combining
Mm.
together.
Mm-hmm.
I think like the hair, the neck, and the arm is one look, and then the corset bodysuit thing is another look. You know, and I agree with you, Lana. Like Jimmy, like if you just make like this neck thing and arm thing because it is a lot already. Okay,
Mm-hmm. A lot.
to me, it make like a little tube top and then like pants. I think is enough. You gotta give the audience like room to pick to breathe with the
Yeah.
eyes. Like you can't just like overwhelm so much that they don't know where to focus.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how at least that's how I design. Like pick a point and like have the audience focus on that and then lead to the next thing. Here's like, do I look at the hair? Do I look at the neck? Do I look at the buzz? Do I look at the arm?
Mm-hmm.
But they are so well made individually though. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was definitely that. It was too much. Editing is key for me. I think I'm on the same lines with you. Like, please look at one. Let me look at one thing. If I have to look at too many things, I'm confused and I don't want to look at it no more.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Next.
Miss Jones' design. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real. I like Miss Jones' design. I didn't have a problem with Miss Jones' design, but I did agree with what they said about continuing it and having it go be a 360-degree thing. Like she stopped the designs in the front and didn't give us something in the back. So when the model turned around, it wasn't anything there. So I did agree with that. But what we saw in the front, I like the front. I like the designs. I like the color. I like the how she sculpted it. I thought, like, don't be playing in Miss Jones' face. I'm gonna say it again. Don't bring her back here to play in her face yet again. Like, don't do that to my Miss Jones. Like, please don't. I don't play about Miss Jones. Don't do it. And I refuse. I will be sending a stern letter to the producers and to Law Roach and all the judges because don't play in Miss Jones' face. But I do agree about the back of it. It needed to be that design needed to go all the way around. But it was
And
still a good look to me.
yeah, and also don't forget to mass produce and send us all a copy of her phenomenal overcoat from last season with which she went home. Thank you. Yeah, but this one I agree. I actually think she had the same problem as Anna on your team, B, that she maybe ran out of time because there is like almost all elements are very cool. But if she just had time to really have all these concentric circles like section, spacey stuff on the back, or elongated to the knees and maybe slightly below them, that would be like phenomenal. For me, yeah, it felt kind of in the middle of the team, but yeah, I still stand by what I said. It's much better looks than Antonio's. So, and they
Oh,
love the color scheme.
when she first started doing the wires, I was like, this is so cool. Back in college, I took there was one subject where I took like on like Afro punk,
Mm-hmm.
and like literally, I'm like, oh my god, that is so cool. It's that girl.
Yeah.
And then the reason why she changed is because she ran out of time, but
Mm-hmm.
also the hot glue gun was not working anymore
Oh,
because they are rechargeable kind, so that they run out
Mm-hmm.
of juice. So you have to wait hours for it to recharge.
Well,
So
they
that's
should. Could
why
have
she
got
ran
us.
out of time. She ran
Well,
out.
they should. They could have got y'all some more hot glue guns. They could have got some more hot glue guns.
Listen, okay. I brought my own hot glue gun from home. That it is like wired, like plugged in. So mine was hot the whole time. That's how I put on hundreds and hundreds of keys and
Keys.
blades. Like so, I agree. Like she ran out of time. She had to cover the blanket like underneath,
Mm-hmm.
because like that fabric material that she used underneath, she had to cover it up somehow. So that's why
Yeah.
she made these like ruffles. Yeah, yeah,
I thought it was still cute. I thought it was cool. I wouldn't have had her in my bottom. She wouldn't have been in my bottom, but okay.
so
I'm not
someone.
a judge. I'm not a judge. I say it every time. I'm not the judge and I don't make the rules, but personally, she wouldn't be in my bottom.
But she's so cute, so nice. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I absolutely love Melania's look. Oh my god, it's so cool. I think it was so cool, and I think she took it, and it's giving every day. Like her girl would wear this.
yeah,
The girl who the Melania who wears a Melania design will wear this, and
yeah,
I think it's so cool because it's like it's simple. It's really simple. It's cute. It's simple, but it's so colorful, and it's so fly. It's
yeah,
just so fly. It's like
yeah, yeah.
I would be interested in to see where this girl is going. I'm like, who where you get that from? That's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah, yeah.
We have actually one party in Paris where this kind of looks would be like very, very much on brand and on theme. And that's why actually Melania was in my top two from Team 21 with Yuchin, I think above Jesus. Because maybe I saw something like this saying, okay, this is giving me both minimalist and kind of future. And also I know this girl for some reason. And
Mm.
also I know this like non-binary person for some reason. I also know this boy who went to the same party and looking kind of the same. So actually I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed how it's both deconstructed, where you see all the wires and you see basically how she composed it, but it still looks so cool together.
Yeah.
So yes, sometimes Belania edited so completely down, and maybe feeling that Nina is going to be there and she won't tolerate any crocodile tails anymore, then she did what she did. So
You know, how do I say this? I have a mixed feelings about this look.
Okay.
To me, I love the shape, right? That little like short cape thing and like
Mhm.
like the pencil skirt is honestly is so chic. It's so chic, right? To me, it's the editing that where I was like, okay, where is this girl? Like, who is this girl? I do love like the piping on the edges and like the wires. I think it's so cool to do the crisscross and everything. What she lost me was the CDs that is
Mm.
like in the back, and then also a little on here. I mean, like, it's like that. It's like decorations. As I call it, you know, you know. Take one thing off before you leave the house. I feel like that's the thing that I would take off is the CDs. I know that you like it, but like, to me, it's like it's too much for my eyes to
Yeah,
like focus on the rest. So.
yeah. B is like editing king. You like look, edit, edit. Like please edit. My eyes can't take all this rickamaroo going on here. Like I don't want to sit. I get it. I get it. I just love the color. But and I'm so happy to see her back and she was pregnant. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
Melania.
know.
So I was
She
so
sings
happy.
a lot on set. She sings all the
Yeah.
time. But they can't use any of this. If you keep singing.
copyright. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
she said that last season. She was like, I sing all the time, and it's just like I don't know. I can't, and I get it, girl, because I am the same way. Like, if I ever got on a reality show, they would hate me. They would hate to see me coming because I'm singing all the time. You can't use footage of me because I'm singing all the time.
Yeah.
It's just needed. I need it. It's my vibe. Is my music. I have to have it.
Sure.
Jesus.
And Jesus's design. Okay, how could I put this? I like the color. I like that he used the color. I like the technique of the braiding of the wires and things like that because I do think he has some really good designs. And I like the hip, exaggerated hip thing. It's cool. But for some reason, I'm just not connecting to this design. Like, I don't know what it is. I
Mm,
like the elements, but I don't like the dress.
mm, mm.
And I don't know why because I feel like it's so many elements put. I feel like the elements are good, but put it together and you make this dress. I don't like it put together. I like the elements separated. Like I like the top, I like the braid, I like the wires, I like the cage. But you put it together, and I don't. It feels like a old maid dress. Like I don't know. It's just I like it, but don't like it. I'm
You know
confused.
what it is? I think this is your subconsciousness, Alana, telling you that, oh my God, this looks like a jellyfish. I need to swim away. It's danger. Especially when she was walking on the runway.
Maybe. Oh,
I mean, I love the color scheme, but I'm also kind of on the same boat as you. I see like the immense amount of everything craft he put in this, and also obviously self inspiration, saying this is inspired has inspired half of the workroom, season 22 and 20 of seasons to come, and life on some extraterrestrial planet. Yeah, maybe. I'm a bit confused with the hoop skirt, because first of all, this or like corset element, because this does give the most jellyfish part of it all.
yeah.
And I kind of love the volcanic color scheme. I don't mind it, but also. And this looks kind of cool, and I want to like it more than I do. But for some reason, I'm also kind of with Lana.
Totally.
It's just like, do you know, B, what was the material for the skirt slash corset underneath?
Yeah, so like he actually made like, so I remember he was using the moving blanket to make like a dress underneath first,
Hmm.
but I think he scrapped that for some reason, I don't know. And then he just started like braiding this thing, like, and then he made a hoop, you know. To me honestly, the top is so good, like the
Yes.
braiding, it looks like real leather, like braiding.
Hmm.
We did. I think the part where I think you and I, Misha, and like me, and like also the judges, like, why is there a hoop there? You know? Yeah. Like, imagine this, right? If the hoop is gone, right, and then
Mhm.
like this is now tied to her hips, and then just like a short amount of fringes, just cut it.
Mhm.
Right? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It was such a chic dress, like so
Yeah.
chic, like for her to be like, like fringes on dress is a thing, so like, yeah, it'll
Absolutely.
be so chic. Yeah.
And you
And
can cut it asymmetrically, like with slits and stuff. Yeah, somewhere
yeah,
along her legs.
and then it shows up her body a little more too, you know
Mhm.
yeah, 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 so
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a little. I don't know. It's the little things. I just. I don't know. Put together, I don't like it, but all the different elements separately, I'm like, that's a cool element, and I can see the work in the design. I can definitely see the work that he put in that. But
yeah.
oh no, wrong one. I done took everybody off. I done put everybody off. My goodness.
Oh,
I just
Hit
think
the.
like I
Go
just think
ahead.
I think it's not the season for, like hanging cords. You know what I
mhm.
mean?
Mm, yeah.
Just like no hanging cords, then it could have been better. No,
Yeah. I think the hanging cords just did not work in
it's
anybody's
shapeless.
favor
It's
this season.
shapeless. I'm sorry, it's
It
shapeless.
is. It just.
Yeah, yeah.
But I would love. Well, the results happened. So sort of, kind of. B, you got the most incredible critiques from La Roche this week. I think I would have like been emotional too if somebody told me that. Like you, Law said it, Nina said it.
Yeah.
Everybody was like,
Iman
Nina threw
said
her.
it.
Yes,
Iman, excuse
Iman.
me,
Can
Iman.
excuse me, Iman is in the. Oh. When I tell you that is my supermodel of all supermodels is Iman,
Of course.
like she is flawless. I love Iman so much, but like you had everybody like perfection. It was so good. Nina throwing her notes is like ain't no notes, no notes. This was perfect. I love that for you because I feel like it was needed. I think you were getting very close every week to like winning. And I feel like they edging you, like they were edging you this whole entire time. And I'm like, stop playing on his top. Like he needs to get this win. Stop playing.
Exactly. It just feels.
Because I thought last week maybe you or Jeffrey was gonna get it. I'm just stop playing on their top. Like stop playing on the top. So I love that you got this critique. What was that? What was going through your head when you got it?
Oh God, like so many, because like we are sleep deprived. We are tired, and then I hear all of this, and like all the emotions, like with the rushing to get things done, the waiting, like everything, So that when I heard all of that, I just started like crying. I was like,
Yeah.
it was overwhelming, Like I I knew that, like this challenge is a big challenge for, like, in the franchise, right? Like
Mhm.
unconventional, first of all, right? Like and then to have the designer from the last season to come back, there was so many things, So I felt like this is bigger than me somehow. So I was like, I don't know, I just started like crying a little bit. I was like, y'all need to stop ruining my makeup. Because like we have to do our own makeup on the show. I can't do that right now,
Right. Don't be making me. All
Yeah, I
right.
know. Yeah, it was so. Yeah, it was
And
so. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I can imagine hearing that. And not you only got the highest praise, but Joseph McCrae's look got some really good praise and critiques. Law was like, I've not said this about you in a long time, but I love this look. And I was like, finally, you telling the truth because the looks have been looking this season. I think me personally, I feel like this is Joseph McCrae's best season. Like last season was good. He did some good work, but I think he really stepped up his game and he's doing really good work this season and putting it out. And so I'm like, yes, finally. Like I know he won two challenges, but I feel like they still playing with him. But I think I was very happy to see he got some really high praise from this. But the two who got the lowest this week was Jeffrey and
Brian,
Brian. Yeah.
Brian, of course, Brian. But
the not intern. Yeah.
yeah, not the not intern. Yeah, yeah. Um, but of course he's immune, so it's like they left us what he's immune, so Brian's not going home. And they were talking about the team, and they weren't giving the whole entire overall. They weren't giving all the highest praise. So I'm like, what y'all doing? They finna say, and so he's Jeffrey's nervous because he's like,
Of
if I'm
course.
in the bottom
If
two
yeah.
and we lose,
Yeah, we actually forgot to mention that the condition for this challenge was if the team 22 wins, then nobody's going home. But if the
right?
team 21 wins, then somebody, in this case Jeffrey, might be going home. So we don't know this yet. This
We
is
don't know. Okay, I do have a question for you, B, because I was confused. Is it the winner? Are they picking a winner from both teams to get $20,000, or is it just one winner from the winning team?
That that are the money for two winners. Come on,
Okay,
come on now,
I'm
come on now,
about to say because
come on.
I was so confused by what Heidi was saying. I was like, is it because why would they bring 21 back and then don't pick a winner from that team and
No,
then don't
yeah.
pick a winner from 22? Like that
Well,
doesn't make sense.
whichever team wins, right?
Mhm.
Then the winner of that team gets the
Mhm.
money.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Well, I have my suspicions. I know you can't talk about it, but we always do what
We'll
we
learn it
think
in
is
4
gonna
days
happen.
anyways.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but you don't say it. You don't have to spoil it or anything.
Yeah.
But I have my conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for the drama
Mm-hmm.
and for the logistics of the programming, how many more episodes they have left.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're going to give 22 the win
Mm.
because we still have more, you want to keep the people now because I think the next couple of episodes we might have another double. They love giving doubles eliminations and triples, and
For the finale, yeah.
we've seen that. So I want to say that team 22 wins, even though they gave the crazy and Brian had the worst look of everybody in the whole building, even the cameraman. But yeah, I don't know why I have a sneaky suspicion season 22 is going to win, and we're sitting with the winner right now. But that's just
Mhm.
me. That's just me.
Mm. Mm.
But
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Misha, what do you think? What do you
Yeah.
think, Misha?
I think exactly the same way, and especially just from the production point of view, because if they like crown the past season, it's a bit like on Drag Race where we had the eliminated girls. Like, how can their girl group win? Because it's like not a good look on production. How do you keep like the people still in the competition and not
Hmm.
give them their flowers? Because this is just like production wise. I mean, backstage wise. So yeah. I totally agree with that point. And if we go by this logic, so Team 22 wins, then B absolutely should win. So
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just
Who
our theories.
who is this B you're talking
Yeah,
about? Yeah.
just somebody. I think this
Yeah.
B person is something who's
Yeah.
probably gonna win. But that's
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll wait. We'll patiently wait till
Honestly,
next week.
honestly, what I'm hoping is that I'm hoping that like Jeffrey is
Yes.
get his justice somehow.
Yes,
You know
because
what I mean?
I
That's
could
what I'm
not
hoping.
imagine losing Jeffrey right now.
I know.
yeah.
I
I
would
know.
be very upset. I would be very
Especially
upset.
when he didn't do a bad job and he was basically trying to like bring everybody together, and we got multiple confessions from
Right.
different
He
people
helped
saying,
so many people. Okay, like that didn't show, but I helped a couple too. But I helped like nothing compared to Jeffrey. Okay, he spent an hour
Hmm.
and a half helping Brian spray paint his look. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a lot of time out of only 21 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, it's a lot of time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so like so he's a saint. Honestly, like he should call the Catholic Church. You get him like like canonized right now. You know what I mean? Like that's how
He is. But we're gonna leave it there because we don't know. We don't know what's
we
gonna
don't know.
happen. We'll
We
see
don't know.
next week
Yeah,
what's gonna happen. But
yeah.
B, I have to say, you are a delight, a joy, a pleasure. And I am so honored to have you here on the cup. And you are welcome back anytime you want to talk about anything ever.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
yeah,
I mean, soon enough, you have the whole cast
Uh,
on your show. My God.
I
wonderful.
would love to. Like I would I look, I literally I am in your castmates DMs right now, and I would love for them. It's a couple of them that I'm like, please come on the show because I really, really would like to talk to you. But if y'all out there watching, please respond to my DMs. That would be lovely, and say you would come on the show. Thank you. But if there's anything you want to plug that you got coming up that you are doing, this is your moment. Have it.
Look, I have some merch that will come out soon. I'm wearing one right now. It's Beaver because I acted like a diva on set, so they coined me the name Beaver.
I love that. I love
I
that.
know. So yeah, like all Beaver stuff, and then like I guess I should spread the news now, but like yeah, like because I said I had to work bitch please. My God, my neighbor is so loud. I'm so sorry about that. My God, yeah. Okay, like bitch, I'm gonna have some keyboard stuff with bitch please on it.
Great.
Period. Look. I want it. I want that. I want
It's
it so bad.
so crazy. It's funny. I don't know. I think
Oh.
I am a fashion designer. I promise. You can
Mhm.
see all my rulers, but like the things that I do lately is like social media stuff. I'm like, oh my God, who am I?
Oh, your social media is everything. I will say I have your Instagram has me laughing so much. Is everything. If y'all are not following B, go to Instagram, follow B underscore element. It's you trust me, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. It's so good. It's so good.
Thank you.
But we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna wrap this up, let you go off and do your thing. And we appreciate you. And join us next week, y'all. We are here every day. Well, giving you content. We're content out the wazoo, y'all. We're talking Big Brother. We're talking Project Runway. We're talking Dance with the Stars. We're talking Traders, and we have more shows coming your way. So please follow us, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Subscribe to this channel, all of our other channels. So go subscribe to our audio podcast links, join our Patreon, hit all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Go follow B. More importantly, like you can follow me and Misha if you want, but you should
Oh,
definitely
please.
go follow B. Definitely go follow B. And then hit up our Instagram at thecup.tv for our Instagram channel. And yeah, get your cup mug too. Let me plug our merch. Get your cup mug, LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. And we're gonna get out of here. B, don't leave because I want to say a proper goodbye. But y'all have a good day. Go keep designing or doing whatever you do. And we'll see y'all next time. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
I
Bye.